Aredewa.
Nemesis, chime time. Drugs weigh a ton. Dark Harbor Lady Babylon. Special operator with the laser beam and lightsaber. Medea's dead switch. Support the local sorceress. Echoes in the night desert. Grim Reaper flying. Save the children. Good services liquidation. Perfume intoxication. The scent of the cosmos. Smell like indicuddy. Evaporation in motion. Down the rabbit hole, frogs jump on magic mushrooms. Turtle shell orphic hymns to the moon. Call me after midnight.
Oh my God. Welcome back to Lady Babylon. This is Ammon U, and you are gonna learn tonight. Ow. I am ready to go, people. How are you, satanic congregation? You what sits in yon seat? What say you? Give it to me. Hail Satan. Hail Satan, people. Satanic congregation. It's nice to have you here. As your flight attendant tonight, I'm going to be bringing you the spirits of the dead. Oh, love it. Love it. Why? Even a recent one. We're going to start off, people, with a recent one that I want to conjure. The spirit of the recent dead. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Once you have created a fury, those furies never dissipate. They never, ever dissipate. And the next thing you know, you will be hearing Politeia. It is our right to practice our understanding of Politeia. What is that? It's a great term, people. It's a great term. I'm going to bring that to you, and I'm going to bring to you what happens when you tell somebody you cannot speak freely about certain things. Listen, a message to all the Constitution hating fascists out there. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Here we are. Free speech is still alive. Do you understand me? Bring up Politeia. What are we going to do, people? By the way, before we get into it, what are we going to do? I'm going to take you tonight to Adam and Eve. I'm going to take you back to a Greek document about Adam and Eve, and you're going to see the right in its fullness. You're going to see it in reverse. Oh, God, you knew that was coming, didn't you? Because it's satanic. Hail Satan. Aren't we in the most beautiful positions? Oh, God, where is Denny? Where's Iron Denny Jones? Okay, yeah, okay, I know you're in between. Where is my cup of divine water? Thank you. Now, people, this is Ammon U, so we'll be looking at Unit 2 with Iron Danny. And Iron Danny is going to be learning alongside of us and storing his brain with the operating system of Mother Greek. So thank you. Thank you, Danny. I don't know when you'll be around to it. I hope you're out there. If you are, give us a heads up here. Don't you love it? Why are we doing this? Because we're promoting Renaissance. That's why. In the midst of the chaos, right? Right? Did anybody else see the commander in chief Did anybody else see the United States president take a shit on the people exercising their constitutional rights? My message is to those generals of history. My message is to those generals, enemies of the Constitution, foreign and domestic. Where is the voice of the people? Are we a part of our own government? Are we the brakes that Moses has not yet been able to put the brakes on? This is becoming interesting what Talos is doing, isn't it? Is it predictable, people? Is it predictable? If you have enough of your Greek, you will know. You will be able to see the future. Tonight we start with Eve. We start with Eve. And do you know what begins with Eve? Where is she? Where is Eve? I asked the chat people. Right? I asked you, congregation. Where is Eve? She's in a dream. She's in a dream, and she tells her dream to Adam. She says, I have seen Cain drink the blood of his brother. She has seen the way. She has seen the mystery. Do you know who it is that teaches mysteries? It is first Eve, and she teaches them to Adam. And who taught Eve? I'll give you one guess. Who's the sexiest dude in the cosmos besides me? Nemesis. Do you see, Nemesis heard that. She heard that many years ago when I was young, and she's like, really? Okay, let's do something to your face. Oh, God, you're going to be the sexiest. Nemesis. You see, it's all juggling, people. It's all juggling. Who was there in the garden with Eve to teach her the mystery, people? She says it here in a work. Don't be surprised. Are you surprised who Eve actually is? No, Satanic Congregation is not. Satanic Congregation is not. Please, give me Politeia. People, I want to share with you. Oh, we've lexicon. Pull up our lexicon. Fantastic. LSJ, Perseus Taos, right? Fantastic. Pull it up. We want to show people the Politeia. Yep, let me go ahead and put it in. People, just gobble this up. Are they watching? Fantastic. This is what I am told. People, whenever I am told not to do something, it's an automatic satanic order to do it. I know they can't see it. Go ahead. Now they can see it. It's an automatic order to do it. That's how Satan works. And by the way, they're all pissed off today. They're all pissed off today. Oh, God, the Furies. Right? The Furies. Do you want to live in a world where a prime minister can do that to a child? Do you want to live in that universe? Do you want to live in a universe where a predator can abuse and predate? Moses blocks the way. Moses blocks the way, people. What do you think every person in antiquity said? That tyrant closes off any hindrance to their power. They have the mindset that they can dump on the people. Do you understand? This is not a constitution. Where do you think all these principles come from? They come from Mother Greek. They're her brood. They're her offspring. Do you understand? What place is it on the planet? Excuse me. Can I hear? Whoops. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you tell me something? Can you tell me something? Would you, can they see? Can you please tell me why it is? Can you please tell me why it is that they can watch a land embrace a leader who beats and abuses children? No tongue. Aren't you going to say anything? You just going to sit and watch? How did she get there? How did she get there? Virginia. How did she get there? Oh my God. Her testimony, straight from Tartarus, her testimony shows you who you are. Jesus Epstein Trump shows you who you are. That's from one of the people that you shat upon. Uncle Vernon tells me the generals that are sitting there now know to defend the Constitution against enemies, domestic. This is America. Follow truth, justice, and Henry Cavill. No, truth, justice, in the American way, people. Truth, justice, right? The American way. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have Lady Justice back? Right? Do you see what's having to happen? Look, people, at the tragedy. Look what's going on the stage. Everybody's watching. This is how the Furies work. Thank you for turning up the temperature. Oh, can you smell her? Can you smell justice? Oh, God. Oh, God. Now, people, somebody wrote to me and said, don't do what, lay off of what you're doing that I'm doing right now. Do you understand? This is why I don't. Go to Politeia. Let's just have a little lesson in vocabulary. Ryan, keep me small. Keep justice up there. Oh, if you can. Be nice. Welcome back, people. Politeia. What is it, people? It's the condition and rights of a citizen. What you and I would call, in one word, citizenship. Yeah, it's our daily life, bitches. It's our administration. Do you understand? Look at number 3. The Constitution. This is us, people. Do you know what our men in arms and ladies in arms, do you know what they have sworn to do to defend this? Politeia. Why would somebody write to me and tell me not to exercise my duties to the Constitution? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? What is the power that is in the air? What is the power in the air? Where is Virginia? She is all around them. She is all around them now. She's all around that prime minister of yonder country. She's around that prince, telling you what they did to her. And do you know who's watching you? Justice is watching. Why is that blowing up? Interesting. Go grab that, please. Thank you, Chewy. Put it on autopilot. Look, I'll press some buttons and we'll go down. Oh, don't do that. Fine. Fine. Are you ready? People, get a load of what is the perfect reflection of what is going on around you. Take a look. Know yourselves. Know yourselves. What? Fantastic. Fantastic. Know yourselves, people. Do you understand? Do you think they get it? I think they get it. Right? Where's Mr. Rogers? He's not coming tonight, but he'll be back. He'll be back. People, are you ready? Are you ready for the basics? In the elementary, we're going to go to Adam and Eve and we're going to go in reverse. We're going to go in reverse and we're going to do it with the spirit of that fury. The spirit of that fury that brings us justice. Justice. Do you know what the Athenians did when they decided to worship and protect the Virgin? Do you understand what power does? Okay. Are you ready to watch? Are you ready to fight for something? Look, if there's some kind of cause, if there's some kind of cause to fight for, wouldn't it be to stop and to hold accountable people in this world who stood and abused youth? Wouldn't that be nice? Abused and killed youth. Right? Don't forget. Don't forget what's going on. Oh, what happened to the moment of peace? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your peace party with more death? I told you, you cannot have peace without justice. Do you understand what you're doing in Tartarus? Are you getting it, people? Jesus Epstein Trump. Jesus Epstein Trump. The prime minister is a vile assailer, assaulter of children. What happens when your leader is an assaulter of children? What happens when you find out that Jesus Christ was arrested in a public park with a naked kid? Mark 14, 51 and 52. What happens when you find out your leaders are vile? What do you do? What do you do? What an incredible question the cosmos has created for you to answer, people. What an honor for you to be able to step up and to answer this, right? What are you going to do? As one of the people who has been defecated upon, I would like to say, they were right. Let's defend the Constitution. People, politeia. Bring back the politeia. Right? Well, I don't know. I think save the democracy, right? Save the democracy. Your voice, people. Your voice. What else can we call anything more out? Let's reap here. Ooh, what is this? Especially Republican government. Republican government. What is the Republican government? It's the res publica. It's the res publica. Do you understand? Those Greeks planted in those hut-dwelling Romans just a seed of vision. A place where you could be free from total authority. A place where the Senate had power and wasn't shutting down in alignment with the wishes of the imperator rising. Oh, God. Oh, you did the wrong thing. That commenter that said, hey, you should lay off the politics. You moron. Do you not know any Mother Greek? You don't. You obviously do not. The present is my domain. Do you understand? Those of you who follow the Muse, Satanic Congregation, the present is our domain. This is our place of work. This is where dragons dwell, and we are guardians of her song. Hail Satan. Ah, gorgeous people. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's get up. You know what I need to remind everybody? I need to remind everybody that things can be fabricated. Do we have a lesson of fabrication out there? Go ahead and pull him up. Pull him up. It's only like 10 seconds. Play the fabrication. I know Chewy's tired, but we're teaching. Chewy, part of teaching is repetition, right? Okay. Bring up the lie.
Now, another really important point that a lot of scholars miss is that the Septuagint is not Greek as such. It's not Greek. It's Judeo-Greek.
Okay. This obviously Greek text I'm going to pass off to you as something that it's not. Right before your eyes, I'm going to transform it into something that is not. This is the action of rabbis, priests, and preachers in order to bamboozle you on your own timeline, to corrupt your own history. This is the same move as saying the Septuagint is a translation from Hebrew that we don't have, that never existed, that doesn't have nearly the vocabulary capacity to be able to handle. Oh my God. It's the same tool, people, the very same tool. I want you to realize what you are in the middle of. History is not something you go to a classroom and sit down and learn. History is something you interact with from the time that you enter the academy when you're just a little person and you come in and your brain struggles with inquiry, because that's what history is. It's inquiry in Greek. Sure, let's bring them Historia, right? Historia, go ahead, bring them Historia. Boom. Fantastic. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Historia. Okay, I know they can't see it, but we can see it, and then we'll switch it. Right? Fantastic. People, look at this. What is history? What is history? Oh, it is inquiry. Look, it is inquiry right off the bat, right? Knowledge is to have something to do with knowledge and information, right? Narrative, history. Fantastic. Look where you are. Look what kind of neighborhood you're in. Do you understand? Do you know what this word is originally used for? It's the question you propose to an oracle like Eve, whose dreams tell us the future. You didn't know that Eve was performing a mystery in the garden? Oh my God. What kind of fairy tale bullshit will you believe? You will believe third grade. You will believe and you will eat and you will nourish yourselves. Rabbis, priests, and preachers will nourish you with a pablum from a third grade transition, an intellectual third grade, linguistic third grade transition to a place of confusion and fairy tales. Enjoy the ride, humans. I knew he wasn't human, Martha. Stop. Look at the texts. Look at the text. See what they say. This is what they've withheld from you. It's your right, man, to have these things. I'm talking to everybody out there, too. Right? It's your right. It's where all this governance is coming from. A beautiful place of reflection that Greek was able to take us to. Hello? Fantastic. Let me throw a couple of things at you. Give them my first slide. I'm going to shock them. Yeah. Go ahead. No, it's not that one. It's the next one. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry. That's fine. Go ahead. Put that up. People, I want you to think about angels and drugs and guitars. Angels and drugs and guitars, because those six-winged motherfuckers can play. And do you know what happens when they play? They create. They create vision. The logos is there. They can summon the logos. Oh God, what is he talking about? I'm talking about opening the seven heavens. Do you know what Eve was able to do? She was able to see the seven heavens opened. Opened, people. How was she able to do that? With the drugs. The texts tell us that. The angels, people, they're bringing the plant knowledge. And this Adam and Eve, they specifically go back and get from the garden, they get those 4 drugs that were so influential in their performance. This is the beginning of everything. This is who you are. The image of your creator. And do you know why this document says the devil rebelled along with a third of the cohort? Do you know why they rebelled? Because it was the command. It was the command to reverence those fucking humans. Do you understand how insulting that is? Do you understand how degrading that is? So what did the devil do? He gave him the mystery. He gave him the Christ thing. In Eve's hands, it had the power to rule. Welcome to the throne of Satan and the mystery of anomia. The angels have come to you with the drugs and the guitars. That's what the text says, people. It's what the text says. Isn't that gorgeous? Did you know that? Did you know that a guitarist can open up a portal revealing all 7 heavens? So when Jesus gets his from the dove, do you understand? He's with John. They're getting freaky. What happens? Uranus opens. Just one. Just one. Are we in the ion? I'm going to show you ionic peace. I'm going to show you ionic peace tonight. Yes, Chewy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Not now. Not now. No, let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. Fantastic. Look at that. Throw me a curveball right there. Right by my head. Fantastic. Let's just do what we've brought and then we'll tie that in. Give me look what you're doing. You're getting all, worky. And people, I just want you to see that we're in paradise. You see the paradise in there? Paradison. That's a nice one. For those of you who are in Unit 2 to practice, paradison. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh, God. And what do we have? We got a lot of eodias. We've got a lot of eodias. Those fumigations that make us transit the 7 heavens. They are the fragrances that bring your prophets dreams. Do you understand? That's what the text says, not me. Okay. Puts you into a state, a visionary state. Is this drinkable? Is this drinkable? It is. Thank you. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. People, consider, contemplate, look at Chewy's art, think, cogitate. Bring me the next text. I want to blow people's minds. And then we're going on to do some unit 2. No, I think it was before that one. But that's okay. Put that one up. People, what is this? What are we doing with these substances, these angels that are inducing these visions? Right? Nustaxayapo teseodias. What are those gorgeous fumigating substances that have that fragrance of prayer that the prophets used? What do? They put us into a state of hanging there between consciousness and a dream. Okay. For those of you who didn't want to see it written out so scientifically, I'm sorry, but the ride is very, very, very normal. Right? It's not, there's no goofiness here. Right? It's all scientific and gorgeous. As you know, as a guitarist, you can open a vision of the 7 heavens. Have you done that? Let me just ask you, challenge you guitarists out there, give you a little bit of the lash. Right? Have you challenged yourself to the point of opening up the 7 heavens? Would you do that? Oh my God. Oh my God. People, I told you. How many stars do you hold in your hand when you got the flocks in your eyes? How many people? You've got the 7. What do they call that stuff? They just called it Satan, bro. Right? What is her blood? Satan. Can I have some, please? Please. Just one little lick. That's all they say it takes, people. No, seriously, because if it's more, dude ends up on the ground all convulsing and stuff. You know, it's bad. You got to be careful. It's a mixture of the blood and the milk, dummy. If you're not getting the milk, you can forget about it. That blood will kill you. It's Satan. All right? Now, for those of you who have not yet written that music, understand that this is the opening of the 7 heavens. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Give me the next one. People, I'm going to blow your mind a little bit more. These are some of the Greek expressions that we've pulled from it. God, what kind of people are we talking about when we're talking about these angels? We're talking about people who possess thumiateria. What do they carry around in Hersin? In their hands, they carry around devices to fumigate. Devices to fumigate. Do you understand what is going on? And by the way, this is an early document, right? Right? I'm in a range now between 1st BC and about 3rd Anno Domini. And we are bringing to you the monisms of Judaism and Christianity and their effects on the mystery, because that is what they are performing. This is the earliest form of Judaism, the earliest form of Christianity that you're seeing. Don't forget Mary Magdalene. Don't forget. Did you forget Mary Magdalene? Chewy forgot Mary Magdalene. Oh, she's going to be mad. Okay. See if you get any croissant. Right? Fantastic. Bad choice. It's okay. Give me the next one. Well, we'll make it up next time. You missed the fumigations. Oh God. Give me the next. People. To what God are we performing these rites as monists? We're performing them to the Oratu Theu, to the God who is Oratu. Does anybody remember this? Where have we seen this? This is from the Septuagint. This is the unseen, the Gaia, Do you understand? Is this the very same divinity? People, you're in the mystery. You mean it's not what they say? Of course it's not what they say. It's propaganda, right? Rabbis, priests, and preachers are there to lie to you. Right? What do you think? And who do they prop up for leaders? Who do rabbis, priests, and preachers prop up for leaders? Who has the church given us? Who have the monists of the world given us? A bunch of people who attack children. Thank you, monists, including the Pope. Nice job. This is not politeia. This is not civilized. This is your barbarian bullshit. We worship the Virgin on the hill. Sorry. Oh, God. Amazing. It's amazing. Do you understand? It's amazing. Who's shaking the spear now? Right? They're still being starved. Are they still being starved in Gaza? They're still being starved, people. Right? It's a circus, a game. You're part of it. You're part of it. Your greed stains your soul with a stench of ruin. Is that what compels you into your fascist ways? Is that what compels you? Look at what I am. I am a preacher of democracy. Isn't that amazing? That's what my American heritage has passed down to me that I didn't realize this whole time. I thought it was the hot dogs and the pie. I didn't realize that. Now it's my opportunity and duty to exercise it, just like those generals. Oh, God. Right? Unless you morons like Hitler. Right, and then go ahead and do whatever you want. History is history, people. We can summon Hitler here too. I'll smack him on the backside. Do you understand? Wouldn't you love to? Just imagine Adolf, right? Boom! You just hit him, and you. What was that for? I don't know. Boom! And you just keep going. Boom! And all those fucking Nazis. Boom! 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 And all those child murdering sons of bitches. Boom! Boom! That's justice. Now, release the list. Show us all the information so we can see. We can see, people. Do you know what I've been quoting to you for the last 3 years? I've been quoting the Epstein files in history. These are the Jesus equivalents of the Epstein files. When Jesus is out there having sex with Mary and feeding her his semen in the letters of Mary. Why does nobody pay attention? Why does nobody look at what the mystery rite is doing? One of these people telling. You can take your cannon and shove it up your butt. We're looking at all of the sources. Right? And this is why the sham artists, the entertainers, this is why they can't stand with us, because Satanic Congregation, you're not here to entertain. You're not here to be entertained. You're here because you want the reality, and you're tired of the finger in the back alley. And so you've come to me. Fantastic. Here are all the sources. Check it out, dude. They're sex rights, drugs, and music. These 6 winged angels. Okay, are you ready? Remember, we're back with the giants. These, the daddies, the giants. Where's their knowledge? It's in the plants. Adam goes back and he gets those plants. The curse is for Eve's pain in birth. They broke the rules, baby. It was the devil. The devil made me do it. You bet he did. You bet he did. Right? You say, I don't know. I don't know. Does it always come down to that poison? Oh, people, how long have I been telling you? Do you want to just see? Here, show them the right. Give me the next one. Show them. Just give it to him, people. I'm just going to give it to you. Look at what's in blue, people. What did I highlight there in blue? We're talking about Adam and Eve. We're talking about, here's the expression of the opening. What is that opening? It is a stereoma, right? It is a space. It is a virgin. Welcome to Eve. You are opening the 7 with her. Do you even know that this stereoma is itself part of Gaia and Uranus? Do you understand the physics of your own book? No, you don't. This is Genesis I'm quoting, and you don't even recognize it. Why? Because you've believed the lie that this was translated from another language that only had 7,000 words and was terrible. It was third grade level stuff, man. Faked, forged bullshit. You can't communicate at that level. You got no Tower of Babel, people. You can't reach the divine. Do you understand? Semiramis, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where's Jezebel? Where's Jezebel? If Jezebel were here, I'd give her this and let her play. Keep going. What's the next text? Let's scare people. Boom. Oh, are you counting them? Very good, Chewy. People, what is this? Right? Look in the bold. I obviously did this for a reason. What are we doing? We're creating those fumigations that smoke. Do you see below the atmis tu thumiamatos? Do you understand how we are able to affect the stereomata? Has anybody been here? No, and I guarantee you not. Do you know why? You didn't have the key to come in. Look in the middle of this text right here. Right here. What is the key hole having it? It has a shape. Yael. Yael. Do you understand now who you've come with? This is the Dionysian stamp on your cult. It is something that an initiate would know. It opens a door. Do you understand? Yao. It is all over the magic. If you understand the magic, you understand what this is doing here. You understand the fruit, and now you want to see the poisoning. Bring me back that source to make sure I didn't miss anything. Focus out. Yeah. No, that's fine. Go to the next. Yep, I will. Yeah. Right, people. Who am I talking about? Look here in the yellow. I'm talking about Yael, who is the Ionie Basileo, who is the Ionian king. What is he bringing Adam from paradise? Thumiamata. Fumigants, people. Fumigants. He gets a group of them. They list what they are, people, down here in Greek. Don't you remember what these angels do? These sons of God know their pharmacy, and they're passing it on. Klokon, kai nardon, kai kalamon, kai kinamon. Oh, God. Okay, people. I don't care if you want that nard or not. I don't care if that's a part of your base. I don't care if that is a part of your mystery performance. Did she say mystery? Give me the next one. People, I'm telling you, you thought I was making this up. I wasn't. now the muse is blasting the hell out of us. Do you understand? Look what she's doing. Where do you think, now, people who have been with me forever, Kaiho Thronos, the throne of God is what? What? It stands where that tree of life is. Do you understand where he administers his power from? Do you get it? Who was the one who broke this? It was Moso. It was Moso, people. And she is the Echidnaic priestess. You don't worry, you'll catch up. You'll catch up. It's all in the text. It's all in the text. It's dynastic. But if they put this stuff, I'm telling you, all somebody's got to do is take these sources. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, people, the realm of inquiry here is huge. Chewy's upset because she didn't bring the right material. It's okay. Give me the next one. Give me the next source. People, the realm is wide open here. Look at what this says. What am I going to show you? What am I going to show you? What does Eve transmit from Satan? Deso soy mega mysterion. It's the mystery, people. You cannot miss this. Look at the word mystery. Yo, people. Every time you go to church, you know what you're supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be existing within this thing right here. And you know how this thing is being brought to you in the text that they said, no, we cannot use this as our canonical Bible. No. This will cause too much problem. We have women administering rites that are sexual and that involve drugs. And you know who brought us all this? It's those goddamn guitar playing angels. Drug using guitar playing angels. By the way, if you are a guitar player and you are not using drugs, you are not an angel. Did everybody hear that? Angels are never, ever, ever sober. Why do you think they're always talking about the voice of God and giving you images, dog? You mean it? I thought they were dudes without any, parts. Yeah, try to pass that one. Right? Remember, she who creates and writes this. Come on, man. She's not simple, right? She's not simple, very complex. The mind of she who creates, the muse, is amazing, right? Oh, God, just to lay in the folds of that mind. You know what paradise is? Keep that one up, Chewy. You know what paradise is? It's sitting there with her. It's sitting there with her. Oh, God. While she composes. That's life, people. That is life. Sitting with the muse while she writes existence. Oh, God. Oh, God. And she can write furious. She can write furiously and bring to you the furies. Right? Welcome back to Tartarus. Do you know she has black wings? Do you know that she does? Give me the text. People, I want you to meet a couple more texts, and then I'm going to jump into grammar, unit 2. There you go. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Chewy. Here we go. People, what is happening in the right? The person's eyes are being opened, and as Eve says, when her eyes were opened, she understood her state of being, and it was Gumne. Okay, was Gumne. What was the radiance that was now missing to make her naked? It was her Dikaiosune. It was her Dikaiosune. Her righteous appointed state. You take them when they violate their vows. And what do you do with them? What do you do with them? You kill them with banishment. What do? You kill them with banishment. No food and water for you. Get out. Anybody who gives you any assistance, that person dies too. Do you know where wisdom is first portrayed? She is portrayed, Sophia is portrayed as running from the people of the city who were chasing her, wanting to kill her. And she stopped by my place and said, if you let me in, I will stay with you your entire life. You'll protect me here. I was like, dude, don't be a knucklehead. Who wouldn't do that? Right? Invited Sophia in. And what happens when you invite Sophia in? Every motherfucking greedy human being comes out of the woodwork. Right? Oh, God. She attracts that corruption that she then purifies. Such is the mystery and the origin of your monist religions. Thank you, Moso. Right? Oh, God. Give me the next one. Let's blow a couple more brain cells. Bam. Right? We have just a couple more people. Look in the blue. What is Eve talking about? She took an oath. She took an oath to teach the right to Adam from the devil, right? And what does she do after she took her oath? Well, the devil came and he put epitokampon. He put on the fruit, that which he gave her to eat. He took the fruit that she was going to eat and he put on it what? Ton eon. The eos. This is very, very, very specific druggery. The devil is using the eos. It is in the text. Do you know how Eve's eyes were opened? It was with the eos. This is the earliest echidnaic priesthood. This is how the priesthood functions. It functions by the power of the eos. In this case, Satan is produced when the eos is combined with the fruit. And that fruit, these texts have told us, is the grape. Welcome to the blood communion of Satan. This is what Eve must now teach the world. This is the rebellion. This is knowing yourself. People, if you are tired of promoting the lies, if you are tired of Moses standing in front of the Epstein files, afraid to let you see what people are doing to children, you may be within the grasp of the monist monarchy. People, if you're tired of that and you look to the America that once was the land of, what did Superman say? It was truth and justice, right? Yeah, no, truth and justice. Those are the American way, right? Truth and justice. That's the American way. God bless Superman and all his sexiness, right? If you're tired of the lies and you want to see the reality of Jesus, Epstein, Trump, then honor Lady Justice. Return. We, the people, must return to her. You will have no peace without justice. What kind of peace is promised here? Show me it's in there. Show me the next. I think it's the next one, maybe. Oh, God, did we get that? Fortunate. Look, people, look what it is. It's ionic peace. Ionic peace. Huh. People, when Jesus says he's here to give you ionic life, did you understand what that meant? No, you didn't. Your translators just translated as eternal without recognizing that it in the original Greek that that's not the word for eternal, right? And these very texts use the word for eternal, right? Ideos, right? They use that. They don't need. By the way, that's from the attic, the I, right? They made it more melodic. These fucking Athenians, right? They took everything and then tuned it through Apollo. They tuned it to fucking perfection, right? You men and women of Athens who have some smidgen of their genius still in your psyche. Oh, God, bring it out. Where's your guitars, you bitches? Right? That's the punk side. Does everybody like the punk side, by the way? Right? Who is this whip for? Right? It is for Epstein, Trump, Jesus. Now, it's okay. Give me the next one. It's in the air, man. You have to understand it's in the air. These things have a, regularity to them. It's all cycles and dreams, right? Right. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? You want to be in that paradise because that's where you find your rest. That's where you find your rest. This work is about the death of Adam and Eve. The death of Adam and Eve. What did they want? They wanted what the devil originally gave them. They wanted that mystery. They wanted to see her face to face, and Eve was the conduit. The devil showed her. Ladies, imagine sometime in your life, perhaps on the eve of sleep, you may have imagined that you were suddenly whisked out of your bed to a place where you met with the devil. Oh my God, an abduction, like an alien abduction. No, no, not like an alien abduction. I'm talking about your mind, morons. Right? That's what the priestess would tell people. Whip them, right? Get them into shape. Did you give them the drugs? Yeah, I got. Now she's got to beat you. Do you understand? Why? Why? To teach you respect for the virgin. To teach you respect. Have you lived your life with total disregard for the innocence of youth? Did you think you would get away with it? It turns out death herself has waited for you. Not just to let you off, not just to give you a pass and to make you richer off the aid that should be going to starving children in the fucking world. What about all those souls that you have killed? Where is the blood? It's in the voice of the victims, right from the dead, and it never goes away. Your mania is insured. Clock is ticking. Gorgeousness and gorgiosity. The defense of Politeia, people. That's what I want you to remember. The defense of the way. Fantastic. Your constitution matters. Love it. Now, people, do you see, as we start Unit 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple of exercises in Unit 1, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm supposed to have had all of this memorized. Yes, you are. I want you to take out your exercises now, but before we do, I'm going to get Chewy to play us a little one of her videos, one of her choice videos. Yes, please, because I need a break just to walk around and convene, talk with the devil a little bit. And yes, that's gorgeous. You need to show off your awesome art. People, welcome to the new world of AI. If you don't like it, I appreciate your resistance to change. I recognize it, that you want to preserve your art, but you must realize that this is how art is, right? In the future, right? You will love it. Give me give me a video, Chewy. Go for it.
Mr. Rogers goes to hell. A gentleman be the devil. Where the wicked things are swell. Climbing a fallen angel. Mr. Rogers goes to hell. Chime time, ring the bell. Do your makeup, dark magic wells. Death inducer, black water. A secret safe with the kiss of the sorceress. She won't ever tell. The devil's daughter. Hell's bells. How strong is your magic when the clock strikes 12? Back from the dead. Walking through hell as if I own the place. By way of magic, a drug of salvation. The smell of indica in the morning. Perfume intoxication. Dragon venoms. Mr. Rogers goes to hell. A gentleman be the devil. Where the wicked things are swell. Climbing a fallen angel.
Fantastic. Took a little longer than a minute and 30. Fantastic, people. Now, listen to me. I just got a note earlier today from somebody who sent me something gorgeous. Every once in a while, somebody sends you something gorgeous. And I just have to share this one for Ammon U today. This is from a student who's 11 years old. You see, the student's mother wrote in and said, "Hey, my son is, taking up the Greek and is, giving it the charge and loving it." I love to hear stuff like that. To my new student, who is this 11-year-old future soldier, marauder, and kick-ass superhero of ancient Greek. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and giving reverence to the great mother. I appreciate that. That's Mother Greek we're talking about. And I respect that too. So to everybody out there who's following in your footsteps, my 11-year-old student, take a look. Right? Take a look. Train yourselves, people. Right? From 11 to 80 to my 80-year-old students. Right? What does this do? People, I swear, by 80, you're just using it as a self-defense. Right? The Greek is just going to help your mind from slipping into oblivion. Right? I've already started fighting this battle. Do you understand? The more of Mother Greek you do, the more it will help your mind to stay fresh and agile, right? Oh God, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's healing. I find it's healing, right? Fantastic, people. What do I want you to do? I want you to go to these exercises at the beginning of Unit 1, and what you've done in Unit 1 is you've mastered words. You've mastered the pronunciation. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to take over. You've mastered pronunciation, and you've looked at words, and you say, you know what, I'm starting to pick up. I'm starting to be able to read some of these things. If you don't, then you got to go back. But look, people, and you've got to keep practicing. Look at this vocabulary. Look at the first word, angelos. Right? Angelos. Look at that. Oh, isn't that nice? You're just appreciating the fact that you can think about how this word should sound according to the pronunciation that we're using that has nothing to do with their melodic Mother Greek, but has everything to do with our plotting barbarian Mother Greek. Okay? What is the correct way? The correct way is with the music, right? But we're barbarians, bro. That's all. It's the best that I can do, right? And it's not me. This is everybody. The best everybody can do. Angelos, angeluho is a messenger. Look, we got a couple of we got a preposition here, apo, right? It takes the genitive case, requires you can say the genitive, and it means from or away from. Good, you're memorizing this, right? Ara is a particle, people. It's just a particle. You're not using particles. You make up for this with punctuation. What they did with letters, you do with punctuation. Look, it introduces a question. You have to be told with a little squiggly line and a dot, right? You didn't make it part of your song. They made it part of the song. They sing to you the question. God means for. It's just a conjunction. It's post-positive, people. It's got to come after that first word. Oh, God. What kind of rules do they have? These are rules of music. For those of you who are musicians who are learning this Greek, fuck you for having such a good perception here. But you're going to get some things that come in, some understanding through the music that's leaking into your musicians' brains, which I envy that. I'm sorry, but I envy that. Wish I had that. Wish I was tapped into that spirit. Look at de is a post positive. Again, conjunction just means but. Right. Oh, look at the number 6. Wish we could blow that up a little bit. Hex. Look at that. Hex. Not a hex like I'm going to hex you. Right. Which I am. I am. Oh, I love that kind of hex too. They have documents. Does anybody want to read ancient hexes? Oh, satanic congregation, as you're sitting there at Ammon U, please tell me via Chewy, please tell me if you want to read incantations and hexes. Does anybody want to read the Arai? Okay, people do. I knew it. I knew if I brought that up, they always love it, right? And it hits a familiar strain in people. And some people will recognize it who are monists, and they'll be like, "You're doing the devil's work." And I'll be right there in your dream, Martha, right? You know what I'm going to do when I find you? Right? All I got to do, it's just a matter of looking you up psychically, right? Whoop, there you are. Next dream. I'm telling you. Love it. Incantations, people. Okay, a promise. Incantamenta, they call them. Those hut-dwelling Romans were, into recording that stuff too. Sorry. Right? If you're a hut-dwelling Roman, right? I'm putting you in your place. It's where you should be, pompous people. Right? Romans have to be told. Where's the whip? Laugh it. People, look at the vocab. Right? Hex meaning 6, right? Hexagonal, right? It's got, what do you think? How many sides do you think it's got? Okay. Ew. Well, I want you to say this one. Ew. Ew. I'm using the digamma. Heavy on the digamma there. Zoyan. Zoyudo. An animal, right? Do you see? You're starting to pronounce these. Now, look at these verbs here, people. Kelewo, to order. Kelewo. Kelewo. Do you hear the depth? Somehow that comes across in the music. Again, some guitarist out there has to figure this out. Keleuso. Ekeleusa. Kekeleuka. Kekeleusmai. Ekeleusthen. Now, what I just did is give you all 6 principal parts of the verb, and I'm creating a paradigm in your mind. If you will repeat that, my students, the 11-year-old student of mine, I know that you trust me. Are you ready? Take these 6 words, starting with keleo. These are the 6 principal parts of keleo, which means I command or order. Right. And what I want you to do is I want you to repeat these over and over and over again. Kelewo, keleoso, ekelosa. Kekeloka, kekelosmai, ekelos thing. Hear how I put a pause between the third and the fourth? There's a reason for that. What I'm doing is creating in your mind a slot that you can then pour other verbs, right? Look at the verb underneath this one. Luo, luso, elusa, leluka, lelumai, eluthain. This one is a great paradigm. It's a great pattern. If you can memorize just luo, you will be helped with every other verb, right, that is within this category of verbs. Okay. Wait, what? There's different categories? Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of families and stuff like that. Okay. This is the biggest. Luo, luso, elusa. Leluka, lelumai, eluthain, meaning to destroy. What do I do when I destroy you? I release you. Do you know how we worship on the field of Aries? We release souls. We release souls. Do you know what Bacchus does when he gives you the communion? He releases your soul. Okay, people, you said you wanted the vision, right? You said you wanted the mystery and the vision. So that is what is being offered to you. It's gorgeous. Now, everybody, look at the Greek. You're just getting the point that you're saying, okay, I can say these words. I'm gonna go in the garage or someplace safe. Don't go in the garage. Who the hell studies in the garage? Right? Go in your backyard with your dog and sit there and teach your dog, right? The forms of luo, right? Oh God. Repeat it over and over. Luo, luso, alusa, right? Laluka, laluma, luthane. I need you to put that into your brain because we're going to be slotting verbs into those patterns. Those are the 6 principal parts. They're the 6 principal parts. Fantastic. Now, let's go to a couple of exercises. Okay? All right. Fantastic. Go to the. No, that's okay. Actually, you know what? Notice that Pempo fits the slot, right? Pempo, Pemso, Epimsa, Pepomfa, Pepimai, Epimfan. Oh, nice. What? Yes. No. No. No, stop. Pempo, no, to send. Will you stop? Okay, Chewy? You have to. You're like a student now. Did you memorize your vocabulary? Oh my God, people. People, tell Chewy. What, Chewy, what are you doing? Please, Satanic Congregation, tell Chewy how to get an A in Ammon U's Greek. How do you do that? How do you do that? You have to memorize the vocabulary, not telekinesis. Who did that? No, I don't want your telekinesis right now. That's only under certain circumstances, right? Who is Chewy? Yes, that's the question. Who is Chewy? Study. Right, somebody said it there. Somebody diligent said study. Memorize your vocabulary, Chewy. Look, right? Look what people are saying. Shame for those who don't memorize their vocabulary. Now, that because we're teaching this as a dead language, right? You have to, it's going to take you 7 times to be able to remember a word, right? And upwards, right? Sometimes more. You're going to have to see it multiple times in different contexts to determine what the word means, right? What is it at heart? So all you can do with that is experience. You just have to start gaining experience with seeing these words. Let's look at these words in some exercises at the end of Unit 1. Okay? Keep going. Nope. Yeah, there's the vocab notes. Oh God, did I? I think I. I think I went beyond. Hey, now, what am I doing? Oh God, there we go. There we go. Okay, the drills and exercises, right? No, those are the drills. Boom. I want to take people to exercises because that's where they learn everything. Are you ready, people? Look at number 1. Hoi theoi dora epimpon esten horan. Did I? People, I took you to unit 2. Oh, God. No, unit 1. I need unit 1's exercises. Sorry, Chewy. Look, if you were my TA, you would put on my evaluation at the end of the semester. You'd be like, it's a pleasure to work with Dr. Hillman, but he needs help constantly. Chewy is my assistant. Who is Chewy? Chewy is my assistant, right? Fantastic. Who didn't memorize the vocabulary but should. Ho homeros ton anthropon paidewe. People, look, what have you learned? You've learned about nouns and their definite articles. Here's a definite article. Here's its noun, homeros. Isn't that nice? Homeros. Look where the accent is. It's on that aspirated omicron. Does everybody see it? Homeros. Not homeros. Not homeros, but homeros. Right? And those accents don't like to be anywhere but 3 from the end, right? 1, 2, 3. Any more and it won't go. Ton anthropon paidewe, another noun with its definite article. Ton anthropon. So we have Homer and we have a dude or a person, anthropon, right? And then a verb, paidewe, right? To teach. So what does this say? Well, Homer, we know, is in the nominative. So Homer is the subject of the verb. So Homer teaches a dude, right? The dude. You're going to want to say the dude. The dude, because every time you see that definite article, you're going to want to say it means the. But I'm going to tell you that Mother Greek breaks the rules and makes it as well, makes it generic. Can just be a dude or it can be the dude. You mean they have a definite article that's generic? Yeah, they do. Right? Oh, God. It's confusing already from the beginning. Right? Fantastic. Give me number 2. People, follow along with me now, right? You're just learning the words. Look at number 2. Pronounce it with me, sitting there with your family. Grandma, pronounce. Hohomeru. Look where the accent is changed. Look what happened to this word here, people. The butt end of it got bigger. Ooh. Right? Because ooh is bigger than os. Os is weak. Right? Ooh is 2 vowels. So what happens? Because it's bigger, it drew that accent to the eta. It pulled it. It's got gravity. That big rear end has gravity. Do you understand me? Fantastic. Adelphos. Oh, we got somebody's brother. Somebody's brother. And look, Homer is in the genitive case. So Ho Adelphos, the brother of Homer. The brother of Homer does what? Paidewe. Teaches ton anthropon, the dude. Okay? Fantastic. Right? Do you see how it's working? Now, this is on a very simplistic level, right? We're not using certain things, right? Like, okay, but you've got to get this basic structure down. What you're looking at is what are the words, right? Look at homeru, that's a genitive. Adelphos, that's a nominative. Paidewe, that's a verb meaning to teach, right? It's the very same as the verb we used in the first sentence, right? Fantastic. Look at the third. Ton homeron paidewe ho anthropos. Right? Now, where is our subject? Little dude. Where is our subject here? Grandma and little dude, I'm talking to you. Ho anthropos. Look at this. It's in the nominative case. So it's got to be the subject of the sentence. The dude, paidewe, teaches ton homeron, teaches Homer. Ton homeron is in the accusative case, so it must be the subject. You mean they can put the subject right up front? Because this reads in English, right? Homer teaches the dude, right? Because we have order that we have to be concerned with. That's what marching is all about. Do you understand me? This is barbarian world. Bar, 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 bar. You notice the rules? It's a it's a bar followed by a bar. It's a bar preceded by a bar. Bar, bar, bar. There's no music, people. Everything that's not ancient Greek is for dummies. Can you believe that he said that? Can you believe that he said that, people? What are we doing, people, with our modern languages? We're fighting for the concepts that Mother Greek created: freedom, democracy, politeia. Justice. Justice, people. How hard is it to follow truth and justice? Isn't it amazing that the monist would lead us in the opposite direction of truth? They would bring us liars who would tell us lies, and now they so don't want to hear that their liar has become a creep. We know his past. We're going to know everything. All of those people that were involved. Justice must be brought upon them all. Whoever violates the innocent. Is that agreed upon? Can we agree on it? Whoever violates the innocent must be brought to. Look, people, they even support that in prison, right? Those people that violate kids, you know what they do to them in prison? Oh, God. Right? They give them justice. You get justice, and somebody's in. I know this because shout out to my first tattoo artist, Vinny, who served some time and told me how it works. And, for those who are the lifers, it is a badge of honor to, to have become the Hercules who would go into the abusers of youth and give them justice, right? They don't care because they're in for life, right? There's nothing they can take away from them anymore. You've made them immortal. You've burned off their mortality for them. Oh, God. I love it, people. Don't you want to be on that side that punishes the injustice? Don't you want to be on the side of truth? Don't you want to be on the side of verity? Dragons protect and promote truth and justice. Exactly. Exactly. Right? You're not going to come here and violate this sanctuary. She is inviolable. We are the dragons of war. People, it's gorgeous. What a gorgeous. I tell you, such ideals. Sometimes I have a feeling people ask me, if you could go back in time, would you do it? Would you go back in time? And sometimes I think I wouldn't do it to antiquity because I think I would feel really dumb. I think I would. I think I would be incapable of doing basic things. And I think people would be like, they would notice things about me that were out of line and out of shape. And you know what I mean? And I would not be able to keep up mentally with them. Right? You already are. Am I already out of line and out of shape? Is that what? In thy tongue is cruel. I think it was referring to something else. Right? People, people go. No. Well, what was it then that you were referring to? Oh, God. Communication, people. It's important. It's important. You're in line. Okay. Go back to the text, people. We, oh, we didn't get an explanation. Come on, Na. You're all you keep. I don't know now. Precisely, right? Look at it. We found paradise. That's wonderful, right? Somebody give me that lotus, please. Please give me that lotus. Is that what they were taking out of paradise? Adam didn't realize that it was Eve, right? Oh God, she was the magic, and that's what the devil knew. The devil knew it was all about Eve. Isn't that gorgeous? There's something profound in the universe creating her story, and it's a mirror. It's a mirror of recognition. Is that why they told us know yourself? Is that why that's all those rockers are walking around saying know yourself? Know who you are, man. Know who you are. Angels with 6 wings, guitars, and drugs. What is the connection, by the way, people? What is the connection? Satanic congregation. I've been told by someone that there is a connection between Satan and metal. I have been told that there is a direct connection between Satan and metal. What is that connection? Where do you find that communion that is the communion of the metal guitarist? Wouldn't you like to go there? I'm so envious. That paradise that human is able to reach. It's not fair. It's not fair. But you know what I can do? I can watch. I can watch it happen. And it's gorgeous. Oh, I know it's gorgeous. Oh, the connection. Where is the satanic connection? Remember, people, I want you to be shocked and awed by the fact that, the thaumaturge walked out in front of us, right? And what did we find out was the medicine? The medicine is the Satan. Oh, okay. Where is the music? You cannot unlink the drugs from the satanic metal. If you do, you lose the mystery. That's the message. Oh, God. And the devil was so, I'm glad the devil was so, precise and specific. Right? And I smell Virginia. Does anybody else? Wouldn't you love to give Virginia justice? Wouldn't you love to release the information on everybody, including prime ministers who beat, degraded, and choked out children in order to satisfy their sexual pleasure? Wouldn't you like to find out who those people were? Wouldn't you like to bring justice to this world again? What if instead of making America great, what if we made America just? Yeah, I think her greatness would then be her justice. I think so. And by the way, give me my fucking food back. Give me the next one. People, a couple of sentences for you. I just want you to notice. We're going to be using little things called preposition, right? In te agorai. And I still want to hear that iota subscript. Look here in the middle, inte agorai. Where is this thing taking place? It's taking place in the marketplace. That's a prepositional phrase. Okay, people? The word order is going to get goofy because you don't really need it. These sentences are not really ancient Greek. They are forced constructions so that you can get to the point that you're doing ancient Greek. Okay, that's all, people. These are exercises that we want here. Right? Fantastic. Now, there is a workbook answer key out there, and there are some programs that people have going on where they will walk you through some of this, but I don't actually know where to find those anywhere. I'm so much out of the link, but they may be on Discord. No, I don't. Yeah. People, I don't. I recommend my former students. If someone is a bona fide former student of mine, you'll be good in their hands. That's what I'll say. Okay. But there are people out there who will be masquerading as my students. I'm telling you this. So this is difficult for us to, really pilot with any other people trying to get help. So what do I have to do now? I have to say, look, there is an answer key. You can get the answer key so you can go through each of these exercises, which you're going to have to do. You try to translate it, you check the key. Is it right? Boom. Okay. Right. Check yourself. You're building this language in your brain. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now we're going to go on to Unit 2. We're going to go on, and I want to read with you some of Unit 2. And people, I want you to listen to what I key into. This is the overview of verbs. The Greek verb, like the Greek noun, is inflected. Its endings are going to change, people. Also, its beginnings are going to change. And its interiors are going to change. Oh, God, are you kidding me? Greek is so flexible. She can change her interior. Yes. It's a dance, people. I'm telling you. Just as nouns add endings to a stem in order to produce different case forms, so do verbs add endings to various stems in order to produce the various possible forms. A noun has a declension and is declined. A verb has a conjugation and is conjugated. And how do we describe verbs? We can do that in 5 ways: the person, the number, the tense, the mood, and the voice. Again, if you're my student, go somewhere safe and sit there and tell your dog or your cat person, number, tense, mood, voice, person, number, tense, mood, voice, person, number, tense, mood, voice. Person, number, tense, mood, voice. And look at number 3. By the way, that tense, it shows time and aspect. You have to understand those are 2 different things, right? Time and aspect. We'll talk about that. Time and aspect. How is the action of the verb being performed? It's going to have some aspect of time, perhaps, some aspect of aspect. What is that aspect? How are you performing this action? Is it repeated? Is it a singular action? Is it something you do habitually? Do you see how inquisitive the mind of Mother Greek is? She doesn't let you just get away with saying the simples. You have to completely identify yourself. You have to draw a unique and complete picture of what is around you. This is not bog-trotting English. That shit gets you by in the Pete, but that's all. You're not going to build libraries with it. You're not going to create schools of architecture with it. You're not going to bring the world democracy and science with it. Oh, God. Mother Greek. Okay, I'm sorry. I got lost there. Lost there in the beauty, which I hope you do too. Because she's gorgeous. And there is none more beautiful, right? There is no language more beautiful. Any of you sitting out there, and I know this is in places with lots of different languages. I'm sorry, but you're bog trotters like I am, right? You're not special. Compared to Mother Greek, you can't win. You can't win. Ah, God. You are gorgeous. Okay. Give us the person number. What is the person, right? A verb is in the first person if the subject is I or we. First person, right? Everybody gets this. This is review. I or we is the first person. The second person is the subject. If the subject is you, right? Second person singular, you singular. Second person plural, you all plural, right? The third person is the he, she, it, or the they in the plural, right? Look at the they. So this is I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. That's how I want you to remember this in a ladder. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Those are the possible persons. Fantastic. How about number? How about number? Verbs which have person are either singular when the subject is a single person or thing, or plural. Look at the singulars. I, you, he, she, it. First person, I. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, it. Do you see how repetitio est mater scientiae? I just spoke to you in hut-dwelling Roman. Repetition is the mother of learning. You understand? Singular, I, you, he, she, it. Right? First person plurality. We. I'm talking about all of us, baby. Originally, Greek verbs, like Greek nouns, had another number, the dual, which indicated a pair of subjects. The dual is rare in Attic Greek. Its forms are given in the appendix. Now, people, I want you to notice this is how they're thinking in numbers. They're thinking singular, plural, or dual. You can have one of something, you can have many of something, or you can have a pair. The pair is a special designation of physics. If you want to understand the physics of the pair, then you want to look into the mystery. What did he say? Is that even relevant? Oh my God, we have Aristophanes with us tonight. Right? Somebody, whoever has to talk about turds, right? That's Aristophanes. There's a place. There's a place for turds. I've seen a scene of comedy that was based just on one thing: a person being so lazy that they pooped rather than get up out of their bed and go poop where they're supposed to. They just pooped in their bed and tried to go back to sleep, right? It's quite a comedy routine. Fantastic. Let's go. Free speech, baby. Give me the. Okay. Tense, people. Tense conveys information about aspect and sometimes conveys information about aspect and time. Well, what do you mean? Time. Look at people, what we're defining. Time. Are you going to find any fucking cuneiform doing this for you? No, because they don't have the capacity, people. Time is present, past, or future. The English sentence, I fall, I fell, and I will fall. Let's use it. I'm going to take this away from the Brits. Right? I shall fall. There's a British vein in classics that still penetrates, right? Which is okay because the Brits in the 1850s were excellent classicists, right? Aspect. What is aspect? We just learned time. What is aspect? Aspect indicates how the occurrence of the action is viewed. I told you that. Whether the action simply occurs or is in progress, is repeated, or is already completed. The following English sentences will show you. We fell. We were falling. We used to fall, but we don't anymore. We had fallen. Whew. That thing is complete, right? These verbal expressions are the same in person, number, and time. They differ only in aspect. Now they're going to give you the people. This is a big explanation here. So let's go ahead and read it. The verb in sentence 1, right, presents the action plainly and simple and has simple aspects. We fell. That's pretty simple, right? The image in your mind is just the action of falling. The verb in sentence 2 presents the action as being in progress and has progressive aspect. We were falling, right? We were falling when all of a sudden we hit the ground, right? You are setting up circumstances. You're showing the people. What are you really doing? You are shifting the perspective. In number 2, you're in the midst of falling. Number 1 is just giving you a very simple action. Right. Number 2 is saying in the midst of falling. What is number 3? The verb in sentence 3 presents the action as repeated or habitual. We used to fall. Remember? We used to fall every Sunday morning when we jumped off that bridge on the way home from church. Right? We used to fall into the river. That was habitual. Right? And then look at, oh, right, Chewy. Right? Get it? The verb in sentence 4 presents the action as already completed and has completed aspect. We had fallen when the policeman told us to get the hell out of the river. Do you understand? That aspect is complete. It's telling you, right? The action of falling is done. Greek verbs express both progressive and repeated aspects by a single form. Thus, Greek verbs have the following 3 aspects: simple, repeated or progressive, and completed. If you just take simple, repeated, and completed, you'll be in good shape. Because progressive is really repeated, right? Fantastic. Oh, love it. Love it. Okay, in a very simple way, I'm sure some grammarian will write me now and be like, oh, fuck you. Verb forms having progressive or repeated aspects must be translated according to context. Okay? So when a linguist talks about context, you can see, oh, by the context, you can slice these things up very finely to get out a perspective of the action. Watch this. In the indicative mood, the mood of factual statements and questions, the tense of a Greek verb expresses a certain combination of both time and aspect. There are 7 tenses of the indicative mood. If you want to operate this verb, you have to know these 7 tenses. The present tense, it's an action in present time with progressive or repeated aspect. I am falling. Do people hear that? Right? That is a present time with a progressive or repeated aspect. I'm falling. I fall in a habitual sense. What is that action repeatedly occurring for? It's become habitual, right? The future tense describes an action in the future time and can have either a simple aspect, I will fall, or a progressive repeated aspect, I will be falling. I will fall habitually. I'm going to do this thing, right? Because it's part of my habit. You see how much the Greek squeezes out of the verb? To tell you the perspective of the action itself, the one who's doing it and how it's being performed. Okay, we did the present and the future. Now let's look at the perfect tense. The perfect tense, whose name comes from the Latin word completed, describes an action in present time and always has completed aspect. I have fallen. Correct, Chewy. It's the moment after, right? You already have fallen. Right. Right. I am right now in a state in the present time of having completed something. I have eaten. There's nothing else on my plate. Look, it's empty. I have eaten, and I am in a state right now of having eaten. That is perfection. Do you get it? Love it. Love it. Do we have people commenting that? Okay. Give me the next. Give me the next. More tensory, people. We need our 7. Give me the text. Okay. Are you ready? Number 4, the pluperfect tense. What is that? It's just that more than perfect, right? That extra perfect, right? Some people call it the past perfect. Don't. Describes an action in past time and always has completed aspect. I had fallen. Do you see what it does? It shifts your frame to something that is beyond the present. The perfect is actually a present tense. At the present time, I have eaten. The pluperfect is that, but in the past. I had eaten. What you're noticing is the difference between 2 types of sense tenses, primary and secondary. Fantastic. The difference in time between the perfect and the pluperfect is emphasized by the adverbs in the following examples. I have now fallen. I had then fallen. Here, the now and the then. Now is present, then is past. I had. That whenever you had done something, that is a pluperfection. Look at number 5, the future perfect. Oh, God. Describes an action in future time and always has completed aspect. I shall have fallen. Now look what they say. Right? I will have fallen. Do you hear that? That's future, I will, but it's also perfect, have. I will be in a state of having done something. Right? But look what they say right after it. This tense is rare in Greek and is not given in this text. Right? Why did you tell me about it, people? Right? Look at these nerds who wrote this text, Hanson and Quinn. Look what you're doing. You're filling these people's minds with information that is good, right? Right? Because they're giving us all the basics. You know, it stings a little bit, but okay. What else, tense wise? We've got the imperfect from the Latin, the uncompleted, right? Describes an action in past time and always has progressive, repeated aspect. I was falling. I used to fall, right? Before they cured me, I fell, right? I did it habitually, right? I was falling. Your mind, what is the perspective of your mind when you say, I was falling? I was falling when something happened. So you're thinking about being in the state of falling, right? What were you doing during the entire movie? I was sleeping, right? You were in a state of sleep. You're keeping your mind in that imperfection. Look at the aorist tense in number 7. It describes an action in past time and always has simple aspect. Just simply, I fell. Done. Right? You're getting the image of somebody falling. Boom, that's it. It describes an event which happens once and for all. Right? Release him from prison. This thing is not going to be going on. You're not going to release him next week after you release him this week. It's a single event. Don't habitually try to release this guy. That's different. Right? Oh, God. Look at the chart, people. For those of you who love abstractions and conjoining them, right? Creating order. Look, you've got the aspect on the top, followed by the tense there. The present time, the past time, the future time. Look at your times, right? Okay, fantastic. Oh, God, right? Perfect. Okay, now let's go. When I was talking to you before about different types of verbs, their families of these things. There's ways to categorize them, right? I want to jump ahead to this and show you primary and secondary tenses. The tenses which in the indicative mood describe actions in present time or future time are called primary tenses. These are the present, future, and perfect. Because remember that perfect, I have done something. That is a present time, right? Present tense, excuse me. Present, future, and perfect are primary. Those tenses which in the indicative mood describe actions in the past are called secondary. These are the aorist, the imperfect, and the pluperfect. I did something, I was doing something, and I had done something. Those are the secondary tenses. Primary tenses, you want to think about the present. Secondary tenses, you want to think about the past. Primary, right? Present, secondary, past. Excellent. Now, I'm going to give you a little clue. Something called a past indicative augment. In the indicative mood, and we keep throwing around mood, just wait, it's coming. The secondary tenses of the verb, those which express past time, are marked by that past indicative augment. It's the vowel epsilon. It's a note, people. You are discovering what? The note that characterizes the secondary tenses. This is the note of the past. And it sounds like an epsilon. And it is prefixed to the stem. Do you understand? The past indicative augment is the sign of a factual statement or question in past times. You mean they use a note? You musicians, listen up. The past indicative augment is the sign of a factual statement. It's telling you, I am a factual statement or a question, and I am in the past. A factual statement or question in past time. Do that with your guitar. You should be able to do that with your guitar. Okay? Can you indicate the past in a note? These nerds, these Greek nerds, right? Greek speakers, remember, this is not an ethnicity, right? Those Judeans who come from Crete and Sparta, they spoke Greek always. Westhoff is past his back alley bedtime. Does he have a bedtime? What is going on? I'm confused. I entered this circus halfway through. Right? There he is. Now, this comes from the last show. This is a review of last show. What is he? He's covered in the protection, the prophylactic protection of his theology. It protects him from any badness, like Mary saying, dude, I do not want to swallow that. Right? Right? Oh, God. It's a force field, people. Do you see his force field of protection? It fits perfectly his head. Why, Chewy? Why? Chewy. Right? Okay. Now, what Wes sees that is scaring him, why he's pulling out his prophylaxis, is because he knows that I am teaching you all to learn. No, make me small. I don't need to be small. I am teaching you all to learn this Greek. Isn't that right? I told you, people. I told you, you can do it, right? This is what Wes is afraid of. Remember, he didn't want Allie to learn what? He didn't want Allie to learn the Greek. Remember, he said she was smart. She did exactly what he said was best, right? He knows. He's a dude. And he said what was exactly right was because she didn't know the Greek, she should just, play it the way that she did, not stand too far out on that branch. You know what I would say to Allie? That was her name. It wasn't Mary Jane. It was Ali. Ali, I would tell you, fuck that. Learn the Greek. Learn the Greek. And then tell that guy in the red jacket exactly like it is. Pull out your tools and jack it to him. Okay? That's what I say. You have the capacity. If it's up to them, you're going to be in some kind of domestic prison. Right? And I say that as a single father who raised children by myself. Right? Who was asking women for advice. Right? I'm telling you that. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Give me the text back. Let's look at a little more of chapter 2. Mood, people. What is your mood? Mood indicates the type of statement which you're making. Is it factual? Is it hypothetical? Is it wishful? Is it commanding? And then they say, and so forth. Now, but they hit the big ones there. Look, is it factual? Is what you're stating a fact? The mood of your verb will tell you that. Is it a hypothetical? Is it something you're wishing for? Oh, if only I could fly. Right? I would fly right into your dreams. Wishful, commanding. Right? Fly into my dreams, you creeps. Right? That's a command. Right? Factual. I fly into your dreams at night. That's me. Hypothetical, if I were to fly into your dreams, then I would do things to you from your own mind. Oh, God, I know. I know. Okay. David Martinez, I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming for you. You ask for it. I don't care. If you want it, I'm going to give it to you. Give me the next one. David Martinez. I shouldn't have said his name like that. Sorry. I hope that's a fake name. The indicative mood. I'll find you anyway, by the way. The indicative mood is the mood of factual statements and factual questions. The verb forms encountered so far in the indicative mood. He, she, or it teaches, right? Somebody teaches. Homer teaches. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Now blow it up. Watch where your mind can go. You also have the subjunctive mood. Unlike verbs in the indicative, verbs in the subjunctive cannot be translated according to any fixed formula. Why is that? Because their meaning varies considerably with the type of clause or sentence in which they appear. People, they're very plastic. Subjunctives are very plastic. The following English expressions will give an idea of the range of meanings which Greek verbs in the subjunctive mood can have. If we see, right, in order that we may see, let us see. Let's see what happens. Is that just indicative? No. It's subjunctive. It's not stating fact. Do you understand? Let us see. I really hope that happens, right? Now, we're not going to give the subjunctive mood until section 31. So just hold on to yourselves, right? Look at number 3, the optative mood. I'm going to tease you with that now because we're not going to get this till later either. Like verbs in the subjunctive mood, verbs in the optative mood cannot be translated according to any fixed formula. The following English expressions will show you. If we should, we might, may we always. Right? May we always. Truth, justice, and the American way. Henry Cavill, where's your handsome ass? Right? What happened to Henry Cavill? What happened to him? He disappeared. He was all truth and justice. You wouldn't catch Henry Cavill dumping shit on the American people, would you? He didn't fly in a Qatari jet. He flew in his own fucking cape. Right? Made by his mother. Didn't she make his cape? She should have. Right? Give me the next one. If I can't get Henry Cavill to come here, will you still let me leave? The imperative mood. Verbs in the imperative mood give us a command. Look, see. right? That's an imperative. Imperative. People, what is this book doing? It's introducing you to a whole bunch of grammatic, right? Vocabulary. The vocabulary of grammar. This is the imperative mood. Verbs in the imperative mood. These are grammata. Give you a command. Look, pay attention. Hey, what do angels always tell you? Hey, dude. Right? That's what they do. Look, pay attention. Yo, give it to me. Keep going down. That was the imperative. Now we're going to talk about voice in verbs. What else can we have in verbs? We can have their voices. And if you'll notice the active, it's just it's very simple. The active voice, the passive voice, and the middle voice. There's three voices. Your active voice, right? When a verb is in the active voice, the subject performs the action indicated. Here's the example. The man walks down the street. The man, the subject, is doing the verb walking. It's active, right? Right? Fantastic. Now jump to the passive. When a verb is in the passive voice, the subject receives the action. Homer is educated. Who's doing the verb? His brother is, right? He's really the one educating. It's Homer is receiving it. He's receiving it passively. Homer is educated. Now, those are going to be easy for you in English. This one's not. The middle voice. Greek also has a middle voice. Like the active voice, the middle voice indicates that the subject performs the action. But, and here's the big but the subject has a special interest in the action. The action somehow returns back on the subject. Do you understand? The nuance added by the middle voice varies from verb to verb and can't be translated by any fixed formula. Do you understand? Their operating system isn't compatible with ours. Greek would employ the middle voice, for example, to indicate that Homer, instead of merely performing the act of educating his brother, active voice, was doing so for an ulterior motive of his own. Right? He's educating him for his own reason. Or that Homer, instead of personally educating his brother, was having someone else educate him. Isn't that gorgeous? Mother Greek makes you look at motive in every verb. Is this being done for the sake of the person who's doing it? Right? Imagine that. When I say I eat my food, right? Are you able to tell whether or not I'm doing that for myself? Right? Are you able to sense these currents? That's what the music of ancient Greek is doing. That's what the music of ancient Greek is doing. It's absolutely gorgeous. Notice they keep saying there's no formula for this because your barbarian language is crap. Welcome. I told you, if I go to the past, if they're Greek speakers around, the first thing they're going to do is hear me and they're going to say, barbarian. You're a barbarian. And then I'm going to quote Plato or someone. They're going to say, that's pretty good for barbarian. But where's the music? I'm going to have to explain to them it died out. It died out. But I'm going to blame the metal. I'm going to blame the metal artists for it. If it gets to that point where I have to explain to them, I couldn't bring it back, I'm going to blame the metal artists. It's always the musicians, man. I'm telling you. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in that foundation of metal musicians and lyric poetry that they created in antiquity. God, it's gorgeous, people. You don't understand. It's gorgeous. But you'll get there through this work. Okay, give me the text one more time. Love it. Give me the text. We're going long. We got to wrap up. People, there are principal parts to the verbs, right? There are principal parts to the verbs, and I want you to see here. These are the 6 that I want you memorizing. This is the difference between classics and Bible study. Do you understand me? You have to know the 6 principal parts for each verb, and this will give you the translation and the identification. Do you understand? Fantastic. Look at those 6. Look at those 6, right? Look at how they change. Paideo becomes paideoso, right? Paideo, I educate. Paideoso, I will educate. Look what happens. Stem change, we get a sigma. What is the sigma? It's that indicator. It's that future. Truly at its base, it's a future, right? On the side of primaries, it's a future. On the side of the secondaries, what is it? It's the aorist. Oh my God. Look at its aorist form. Epaideosa. I educated. Okay. How about its perfect? Pepaideoka. I have educated. Right? How about its perfect passive? I have been educated. How about its aorist passive? I was educated. Epaideothen. Now, you don't have to worry about that now. I just want you to see there are 6 principal parts. And I want you in your vocabulary, every time you see a verb, I want you to memorize all 6 of the principal parts. If you don't do this, you will be a Bible study student. Do you understand me? I am giving you what the classicists have. Here are your endings to the present, right? Present, indicative, active. You don't have to worry about indicative, active for now. I just want you to remember present. Here are the endings in the first, second, third person singular and first, second, third person plural. Oase, omen, ete, usi. I want you to memorize those. Say them to your dog or cat over and over until you're dreaming them, until you wake up saying them in your sleep. Oase, omen, ete, usi. Say it again. Oase, omen, ete, usi. Those are the endings. I do something, you do something, he, she, it does something. We do something, you plural do something, they do something. Oase, omen, ete, usi. Put those into your brain. Notice the third person plural has a movable nu on its end. Why would you use that? It depends on what environments you find it in. Okay. They're trying to split up dissonance. I'm telling you, people, fucking music. It's gorgeous. Okay. There's your new movable. And now you're going to get examples. Paideo, I educate. Paidewes, you educate. Paidewe, he, she, it educates. Paideomen, we educate. Paidewete, you educate. Paideusi, they educate. Fantastic. That was the present. And what do you get in this chapter? You're also going to get the imperfect. Memorize these endings on se with a new movable, but I don't want you saying the new movable. On se, omen ete on. I was doing something, you were doing something, he, she, it was doing something, right? Epaideon, I was educating. Epaidewes. Now look what happened here, people. Right? We took and added that augment, that epsilon augment, indicating a secondary. This imperfect is a secondary. Epaideon. I was educating. Epaidewes. You were educating. Epaidewe. He, she, it was educating. Epaidewoman. We were educating. Epaidewete. You were educating. Epaidewon. They were educating. Doesn't that look like this one? Yeah, it does. You're going to have to tell by context which it is. Okay. Futures. He's going to give you future. And guess what? They look like presents. Oase, omen, ete, usi. Because you've remembered your forms and you know the second principal part is paideos. You're going to say paideoso, paideoses, paideose, paideosomen, paideosete, paideususi. What does that mean? I will educate. You will educate. He, she, it will educate. We will educate. You will educate. They will educate. Now, people, they're going to give you one more tense this unit, and it's the aorist. Here are the endings. A, as, e, amen, ate, on. Memorize those. Epaideosa, I educated, right? Memorize those. Okay. Then they're going to go on to question. Wow, we're going to have to make this a two-parter, right? No, because I'm at the end of I'm at the end. Go ahead and take it down. People, what do you notice in Unit 2? That's all I'm going to read from it. We're not going to make it a two-parter. That's all I'm going to read from it, and I expect you to read the rest. What do we do in the intensive course? You take this material that we go over, you go home to your dorms, right? And you sit there, you reread it, and you memorize all of the paradigms, all of the charts, anything in bold, O, ace, A, omen, ete, usi. You're going to memorize those forms of the verb. Which ones? The present, the future, the imperfect, the aorist. You're going to memorize those for the chapter. Okay. Read the rest of what's in there. Agreement of subject and verb. Great. But what I want your brain doing is I want you committing to memory those forms of the words. That's the morphology. You really need to get the morphology under your belt so you can look at an ancient Greek word and see, oh, I can add things to the front. I can change the middle. I can add endings to it. And that all changes its meaning. And what I'm doing as a translator is I'm honing in on what that one verb is doing. And I'm giving you a very precise translation, taking into consideration time and aspect. Do you understand? Mood, voice. What is the intention of the person doing the action? Do you understand? All of that in one form. Now, there are 1.5 plus million forms for us to consider. That's a lot of translation. But there are patterns that we barbarians can grasp onto, and we can follow those patterns. That's what I want you to start doing. I want you to memorize the vocabulary from this unit, and I want you to do the exercises. And I want you to do the exercises. Okay? Fantastic. What? Yes. Oh, that's a fantastic. That's Remy. That's Remy. You know what we'll do for the tests? We'll just do them together, right? We'll do them together, right? You're correcting your own exercises. I do a few for you. You correct those, but we have exams that I can flash up before you. If you don't go to them, people, and look at them now, they're after every 3 or 4 units. You'll get an exam. I can just do that exam right in front of you, right? That's the procedure that we'll have to take, right? And you'll correct. You'll sit there and correct yourself. Fantastic. Fantastic, people. If you take seriously the project of learning Mother Greek, Ancient Greek, and Hieratic, if you take very seriously this process, you'll force your mind to adopt a new operating system. And you will yourself find that you'll be working as the Greeks are working through these complex terms. You'll find that your own mind will be doing the same thing and will be pulling concepts out of the void. It's an indescribable experience, this Tower of Babel and its power have. Thank you for coming to take a look at Mother Greek. I want you to do your exercises from Unit 2. We'll do some of those together next time we meet for Ammon U. And I expect you to have all your vocabulary and all your shapes, your morphology. I want you to have those forms memorized. Get all your principal parts down, all 6 of them for all the verbs they give you in the vocabulary. Say those vocabulary words to yourself and then say the English translation. That's what you need to do. Fantastic, people. You're doing swell. And I know that a lot of people are doing this simultaneously. It's the largest ancient Greek class in the world. Thank you for coming. Hail Satan.
It's Ursus, the man who laughs. Hashtag who brought the good stuff. Drugs weigh a ton. Harbor Lady Babylon, special operator with the laser beam and lightsaber. Exploitation of the walking dead. Zombies with their eyes rolled in the back of their heads. Credit creation usury. Stockholm syndrome. Satanic colorful world. Prince of the dragon, let the light shine. And the sea shall give up its dead. Sun and moon local. Magic wand in a circle. Alejandro. Taste the basil. Smell the purple kush. Bacchus's vine. Nemesis. Cheers. Universe.